on it. We're gonna talk about it after we get off that, man. But all right, peace to the family, man. I'm sorry, I apologize. We late, but we're gonna try to keep y'all about 30 minutes here. We're not gonna keep y'all too long, man. We're gonna get a quick message in, get a quick discussion, and hop off here. But I know we missed last week as well. So all right, so I'm live. I done got the notifications on all platforms. So let's go ahead and get started. We're talking real estate. We're gonna introduce ourselves. We're gonna um, plug everything we need to plug, and we're gonna go ahead and get started real quick. So CJ, go ahead and give them the real condensed version real quick, so we can kind of cut a little thin real quick.
All right. What's up, everybody? CJ the Realtor here in Houston, Texas. Follow me on social media, CJ Sells Texas. That's CJSELLSTX. Hit me up on there. Follow me. Let's chop it up. Check out the website, greenwoodrealtytx.com. If you want to see what's happening in Houston, want to get an updated list on what's available, check that out. And if you're looking to join the team, we got the links on there too. So greenwoodrealtytx.com is the site. So check that out. YouTube is CJ the Realtor, where we're showing you our home tours Lux Edition, showing you some of the higher end homes in Houston. So go in there, give me a follow, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And then call me, text me if you got any questions on real estate, 832-338-3182. Call or text that number. And then also we give back, of course, to our young men, the organization, the Mansa Academy. So check out www.themansaacademy.org. We're teaching our young men knowledge of self-improvement, and entrepreneurship. So if you want to donate time or money, we got the forms online for you on there.
Gotcha, Barry B.
All right, hey, how's everybody doing? If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in the Houston surrounding areas, give me a call, message. You can go to homesbybarryb.com, or if you go and Google Homes by Barry B, I'm everywhere. I'm on social media. You give me email. My phone number is 327861270. I'm on YouTube also. So have any questions, give me a call, give me a message. I'll answer your questions, and let's get you to where you want to be.
Hyman, I gotta make your banners, man.
That's fine, man.
Yeah.
It's Hyman on the H&L Premier Realty, reaching out to you if you need help investing in multifamily, commercial, residential, whatever you're looking to do, trying to get understanding how to purchase a home, whether it's your first time or your third time. Feel free to reach out to me.
Gotcha. And I'm gonna do this real condensed. Brandon B. Dixon, NMLS 1541210. Again, at BNL Loan Officer on all social media. So once y'all like, subscribe, follow me. I'm on Thread as well, so got that going. So go ahead, like, subscribe, everything like that. Go to my website, www.applywithb.com, if you're ready to get started with your mortgage, or you want to book me for a consultation, or you want to talk about joining the team. A lot of people, I've been doing a lot of interviews. I'm hiring right now. I'm looking for people that self-gen and that want to actually work some of the leads that I got. So I got position for both. So we starting like a mini call center, a virtual call center here. So be on the lookout for that. So I'm hiring right now as we speak. I got one loan officer is about to start on this week coming up. So can I get two more? I need two more this week. So call in. 832-775-8357. You can call me 24/7 long as it's about money. I'm with it. If the outcome is income, I'm with it. So at being on loan officer, again, on all social media. Go to my website, what's today's rates, if you want to check the rates. And I want to go ahead and announce the cancellation or the postponement of Wealth Wednesdays. We got something new we're going to announce at the end of the show. So you're going to have to stick with us for the 30 minutes. We're going to announce something new got coming out in place of Wealth Wednesdays. So y'all going to have to stick with us in order to find out. Also, go to my website, cocinvestmentclub.com. We got an investment club as well. So we invest in real estate, commercial real estate, also other avenues as well. So we got an investment club going as well. Go to the website, COC Investment Club, if you want to join. All right, let's get started, man. Let's get started. Don't forget to stick with us until the end. We're going to announce we got something great for y'all coming out Not this week, but next week. So we're gonna start promoting it right now. But all right, so this week's topic, man. I don't want this. Let me give a little preamble, and then let's go in. I've been seeing lately, and CJ just put on Instagram that in May and I think June as well. People still buying, man. People still buying. I'm still busy. You know what I'm saying? I've been rocking since 8 o'clock this morning. You know, people still busy. I'm seeing the extreme. I'm seeing people busy or people starving. I don't see too much in between. You know, so and they're saying, I think we touched on this before, a lot of people are not going to be in real estate by the end of the year. You know, so a lot of people gonna fall off, and I'm seeing a lot of posts in my groups because we have real estate groups and stuff like that. We have real estate groups and we have mortgage groups, and a lot of them crying desperation. Hey, anybody got any ideas? And you know, anybody know what, you know? Because I'm down on my own. I'm charging my credit cards and I can't get no business and stuff like that. So my topic this week is going to be: have you been bit by the average bug? Have you been bit by the average bug, and you don't know how, and you got all the symptoms, and you're on your deathbed, and you don't know how to get out of the sickness of being average? You know, and I'm gonna form that in the form of a question. So, and then open up to the panel. Let's phrase it like this: what would be your advice to those agents that's on life support? You maxed out your credit card, you can't get no business besides join Greenwood in the HOC, get the mentor from your boy truly. Besides that, I mean, you know what I mean? What can you do, or what would you suggest to cure your symptoms of being average or get out of that rut? So I'll open up to the panel.
I'll go, like, get you a mentor, get you a coach.
Right.
Not just that, find somebody that you see that's out here killing it and hit the must. You know.
Right.
I would say, like, if they're doing that, they're open to mentoring you and coaching you and giving you a little game. Don't be scared to reach out to people, because everybody look at realtors like it's three of us on the show right now. Mm-hmm. We're not competing against each other. We collaborate.
Right. Right.
So a lot of people come with that mindset. It's like, hey, I can't go talk to him. Everybody's competition. Everybody's enemy.
Right.
And you ain't gonna make it in this business like that.
What would you say to I think most of the time, people. It's two things that why people don't take mentorship: ego, or they don't want to break no bread.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to pay for it.
Yep.
You know, so let me ask you this: you spend all this money in college, doing $100,000 that costs, and you didn't make no bread from it. You know, you got, you know, some people get these degrees and you making $40,000 a year, $50,000 a year.
Right.
And so you won't make 100, 150, 200,000 for nothing. How does that happen?
You want to go in debt $100,000 and you ain't even guaranteed a job at the end of it.
Right. But you don't want to pay these mentors, you don't want to pay coach, you don't want to pay for nothing else. How is that possible? How does that happen for you?
It ain't.
Right. So I go ahead and let everybody chime in. Like, what would y'all say? We got mentorship on the board. What else?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mentorship is good. I think also if they're really struggling, they might need to get with a team.
Right. Because
a team, they got their resources they're gonna have unlimited resources. I mean, there are teams out there spending $100,000 a month on leads.
Right.
You know, so get on that team. You know, find a team and you know, get your feet wet, get that out. You know, start getting those leads, working those leads, get you a few deals, and then you can you know, go off on your own.
So you saying this is summing up, take a step back in order to take a step forward.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
like I said, I know teams that they're paying some serious money on leads.
Right.
You know,
Right.
you
right.
can't you going talking about paying $500 for a lead on we'll say Zillow.
Right.
I mean, it's agents out there paying $100,000-$200,000 a month for Zillow leads.
Right.
So they getting the top ones, and you paying $500 a month. You're not gonna get
Right.
you're not gonna get those real good leads.
That'd be crazy. They got an $800 budget, but you want to be top producer. You want a top producer here.
I mean,
How does that happen? You know.
I mean, and that'll help
what
you get those leads.
That's what they call having champagne dreams with bill money.
Yeah, like come on, man. you want to go viral. You don't spend no money on ad spend, so you want to go viral off the strength.
And you know what else? I would say you got to get out there, do open houses. If you, I mean, if they're working with, if they're with a broker, talk to those agents that have listings. Hey, I can host an open house for you. Mm-hmm. Everybody coming at open house, that's a lead for you, not for the, for that agent.
Right.
Yeah, because if you ain't doing no deals, you got plenty of time on your hands.
Half of the time they sit there feeling sorry for themselves. You got some time on your hands. Hyman, what you got?
I mean, they took the good ones, but I got one to come out the hat. In order to go from just being below being not doing anything to average to get better, it takes the steps of understanding who you are as an agent and as a person. When Barry talked about doing the open houses, there are so many levels. I think it's 7 levels to an open house that you got to go through just to get enough people in there to get their name, phone number, and email address. Mm-hmm. The mentorship. If you're barely making money or average making money, you barely paying your bills. So the idea of trying to go and pay a top-notch person to come and teach you how to do the business, that's going to be tough. That's why a lot of agents don't do it, because they just can't afford it. It's not the fact they don't think it's worth it. You just can't afford to do it. Right. Even though, you can go and the champagne taste with the beer lifestyle. The realistic part about it is everybody think education is free now.
Right.
They feel like they can go on YouTube, Instagram, and Google, whatever they think, and still get the knowledge. So that kind of contradicts what a true in-person mentor's power and abilities to hone their craft to you and teach you how to really make a deal come together. I'm of the aspect of there's this one test I took when we was at KW, the DISC test. I didn't start taking it serious till I left KW. Remember that test, Barry?
Yeah, the DISC test where you're supposed to be personality driven.
Yeah, people's personality.
Right.
Yeah. I didn't take that test serious until I left KW, and I started kind of learning more about how I communicate and how well I can communicate with the different personalities. And and to be honest with you, that just took me off. I understood that who I need to work with and who I need to just shut off because it's not going nowhere. A lot of rookies and average people spend too much time with the wrong person, while the right person is right next to them that they're not even paying attention to because they didn't pick up on those personality traits. So
what you're saying is you can't be everything to everybody. You need to pick a niche and be great in your niche.
Not necessarily your niche, but be great in who you are. But a lot of just regular people don't know their own strength. If somebody was to come and ask you, what are you really good at? What makes you better? What would make me better than Barry and CJ? I can tell them. Right. But an everyday person be like, because I can communicate better. Really? How can you communicate better with CJ? CJ been talking to people for like 5 years, random folks. And you better can talk to your cousin who live up the street. That it doesn't compute like how you say it, B.
Right.
Yeah, because different people. I think different people have different skills. Right. And everybody does it different. I mean, how many agents out there? Everybody don't do it the same way. Everybody has their own style. Their own.
But they got to learn what their style is.
Right. Mm-hmm. Well, just to drill down on what you're saying, when you shoot that ray and you disperse it everywhere, it's not as potent as if you channel that ray and that same pressure coming through a smaller channel, and you really laser focus on what you're doing. I give you an example. They got realtors that all they specialize is divorce clients. They got something.
I seen that on the line.
Yeah, they
I
got
just went to a training for divorce.
divorce,
About
you know.
divorce. I just went to one last week.
So you hyper
That's
focused
tough.
on
Yeah.
on that one, but
Ooh.
you could eat twice because they're gonna need to sell and they're gonna need to
Hey.
buy.
And then
It's
when
so
COVID
much-
hit, a lot of them
There's so
divorce
much
numbers
involved
went.
in that. I was like,
You know, so and you know, and then they kind of, you already know where they're going. If it's, you know, they're a man, they probably hate all women right now. If they're a woman, they probably hate all men right now. So you already know the emotional state, you know. And then all you got to do is listen. I did he, I did, you know. Oh, you did what? You know, so you know.
But and this it applies to everybody, but they call it tactical empathy.
Right.
It's like
Tactical,
you you get an understanding, but you don't
Right.
sympathize. You don't join in on the emotional side, but you can show them that you understand where they're coming from.
Correct. And that's the easiest. That's the easiest to sell because it's a need. They have motivation to move.
Oh yeah, identify
Yeah,
that
and,
motivation.
Right.
like
So they're not la. You know, some people, I might could buy this year, might could buy next year. They are motivated. They have to make a move. So
Right.
Shoot, I done done something before. It ain't no easy. It ain't easy. But
Yeah,
Right.
so
it's lucrative.
that since you've done it before, do you think it's actually worth the time and energy that you have to put into a divorce deal?
Like I think it's like you're talking about the disc assessment for
Yeah,
a
if
specific
it's your
type of person
personality.
that can do it.
Right.
But it's challenging if you're not that specific type of person.
Right.
I don't know.
and you have to know everything that goes on because it's not just the financial. I mean, like I said, I was in this training for 2 hours and they went over so much stuff that could happen.
You know?
I
And
mean,
it's not
it's not just, hey, we getting divorced, let's sell this house. Oh no, it's it's much more complicated than that. Especially, well, it depends on, you know, if you got somebody that don't have assets and stuff, and that's all they had, that's different. But when
Right.
you get these people that's got assets and property here and property there and kids, oh,
and then
you can be on the deal for over a year.
Right.
Yep.
But it
You
usually
got to
and that's my
communicate with
biggest
not just the
concern.
people. You got to communicate with the lawyers, and then if
Yeah,
you got
lawyers
that super lawyer that want to look over everything and act like he knows everything,
and lawyers
that could
don't
be
care
another
about the real estate part.
right?
Well, my point is, I'm not advocating for that, but there are people that I'm just talking about niches that you know they got some people that's all they do is apartment locate.
Well, that's what
you can
that's
eat
one thing. When I
that.
first started, they said you need to find a niche because
Right,
it's too broad out there.
Exactly.
I mean, you got first time, you got empty nesters, you got military, you got. I mean, there's so many different niches that you concentrate on one because you can't do them all.
You can't do it all. Condo, you know, you got condos. You know, a lot of people don't know about condos. A lot of people don't know about ranch and farm.
Yeah, farm and ranch. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole nother animal.
That's a whole nother animal. So, but if you try to be everything to everybody, you're gonna be nothing to nobody.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to pick one or two niches that you specialize in, and then go hard in that arena. You can't just be willy nilly and try to do everything to everybody, because then you have no punch. You have no force behind that punch. You know what I mean? So pick what pick with something. I give you an example, and I don't want to dwell on this because it's not the topic of the show, but I'm just drilling down the point. You know, coming from Gallery Furniture, there was a guy named Brandon as well. That was he probably watching this. He's a Facebook friend, but he was a dog at mattresses. That's all he knew. You take him outside that mattress room, he don't know nothing about furniture. but he could smell a mattress and tell you what's in it. Yeah, this 60% polyurethane. This has, I swear to God, Brandon, if you're watching this, go ahead and like this. But he could smell a mattress and tell you what's in it, and tell you, well, this is from China. He knows by the smell. So he was a dog at mattresses.
Boy, like Rain Man.
Yeah, no, he was literally like Rain Man of mattresses. But he made a lot of money with Mag, and he the one that brought Tempur-Pedic to Houston. So so he knew everything about mattress. He made a career off of mattresses. But he didn't try to be everything to everybody. He was a specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Some doctors like that. There's way more specialists than general practitioners. And you make way more money if I'm a plastic surgeon, if I'm a dermatologist, or if I'm you got to pick something in your niche and excel at that. But let me get to my point. I was just drilling down on. I like what Hyman said, so I was just drilling down on that point. Because that's an excellent point as well. What I would say, besides mind frame, is that It's what your daily, what the methodologies are. You know, so if you're doing average input, how you gonna expect above average output? I see people, you know, they'll put in 40 hours for 9 to 5. They'll put in 40 hours, 50 hours for you know, when you clock in and clock out. But you get this real estate license and you want to put 10 hours in. You want to put 5 hours in. But you want to make triple the amount. How that's gonna happen? So if you're doing average things, you ain't, you know, you're not sharpening your skills. You're just waiting for something to land in your lap. How are you gonna make more money? And you're not putting in the hours in. Sometimes, like I said, I'm 7 years in. I had a record, damn near a record month in June. You know, July 4th, the 4th of July weekend, I'm the only one out there. People like, damn, they couldn't believe I was working. You know what I'm saying? So how you expect to get above average output with average or below average input? How does that happen?
Yeah.
So that's my answer to that. You gotta
I think one thing people have to get into the business, they have a false sense of how it works.
Right.
Some people think that hey, they gonna come to me.
Right.
All I gotta do is go find the house.
All I gotta do is get the license.
Yeah, I gotta do is get a license.
Woo, open up doors, and then people
they gonna come to me. And then they learn that I actually got to get out there. They told me when I first got in, and I know you know this. They said you're not a real estate agent. You're a lead generator.
A lead generator specialist.
Yeah, you're not a real estate agent. Your job is to get leads in.
Right.
Yeah, man. But you know what? With that statement, I thought that was great. But when they fell off it, they didn't teach us how to convert right. They did not teach us how to convert the lead. They told us how to go get it, where to find it, what you say, but they never taught us how to convert and close it.
Right.
You have to just learn that as somebody told you that you were doing it wrong, or you got lucky a few times and it came about.
Yeah, you know, it's ABC, man. Always be closing, man. You know.
But they don't teach you that. They don't teach you that in office.
Yeah, exactly. Most people don't know themselves.
They don't teach you that. Well, that's true. Most teachers may not know how to close. That's why they teach us.
Yeah,
that's where that coaching come into play. You got to get some extra help to get that, unless you just want to do trial by error.
But here's the thing, though, CJ. When you go look for a coach, I guess you gotta ask, okay, what was your track record over the past 5 years? Because you can have a great year and then say, fuck it, I'm gonna go teach somebody how to do what I do.
Right.
But if you just got caught in a right situation with the right person, with the right group, and it just took you off, and you feel like, okay, I can go teach somebody else how to do what I do, I can do that. We get that a lot. And when you've been in the business a while, people will start asking you, if I call you, can I ask you a couple of questions? Can you show me how you do what you do? And I get it a lot, and I'm like, I can, but it's so intricate.
Right.
I don't know if you have the ability to want to do the shit I do every day. Because every day you're on the phone for one thing or another that may not be real estate related, but it increases your knowledge of how business is done.
And shoot, that's across the board, because you see all these folks that like on the gram selling courses, come take my course on whatever it is.
Oh,
but,
my goodness.
But the courses are lacking a lot of situations that they can't predict.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is as well, welcome Corey, man, to the program.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Hey.
Man, you jumped in. You kind of jumped in at the right time because we just about to switch, get to the second question. But we're talking about, man, today, have you been hit by the average bug? Have you been bitten by the average bug? Because what I'm seeing right now is that you got people either super busy like myself, or you got people that's dying on the vine right now. Ain't too much in between. What's separating them? Why, why some people, even though the rates are almost at 8, still busy, still selling houses, man. Still doing that thing. And some people, they talking about, I'm looking at all these forums and stuff like that. Is y'all got any advice? What do I need to do? Have you been bitten by the average bug? You know, have you how you know have you how you expect above average output when you're only putting below average input in? So the question is, what do you say to a person that's in that position that's almost about to hang it up and they can't find any business? How do you get out that rut?
Do more.
Do more, man. Yeah, do more, man.
That's
Point
what it boils
blank
down
period.
to.
Do more
That's
what
what
though? That's the issue.
Look,
A lot
you
of
got
really
to.
don't know what they're doing.
They don't, but I'm saying at the end of the day, it's a people's business. Get out and meet some people.
Right.
Talk. You know what I'm saying? Do something. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of message forms that you can get on. You can answer some questions so people know what your knowledge is. There's people that you can touch base with. How many open houses are you hitting? You know what I'm saying? Like how many social events are you hitting? Like, are you doing what you need to do in order to get the output? If not, then it may not be the business for you.
Right. And then you got to really analyze yourself as you're an introvert or extrovert. A lot of people are introvert and they want to be in this business as a total people business. So and you got to really ask yourself. So just to recap, CJ said mentorship. Barry said, what was yours again, Barry? I should have wrote it down.
Get with a team.
Get with a
Stay
team.
on the team.
Get on a team. Also open houses.
Hyman,
Barry, I don't know what you eating, but that gotta be good, bro. You're making me hungry watching you
Almonds,
over here.
man.
He eating them
I'm trying to
almonds.
get healthy, man.
My almonds are pretty healthy, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to get healthy, man.
Right. I need it. I can't mess with them no more. You know what I'm saying? I got to get them chopped up. You know what I mean? But Hyman said, mostly, find a niche and make sure your personality is get people that's matching your personality because you can't be everything to everybody. So that's just a recap. And you do. Mine was more of a mind frame thing. Like hey, listen, you got to do extraordinary things to get extraordinary results. And you can't be afraid to try things and get creative, man. That's the thing is either nobody else gonna do it, nobody else gonna feel sorry for you. You got to work harder. This is what it is, So, my second, this to follow up with this, getting kind of in the market a little bit. What do y'all think about, the 8% rates coming up? You know what I'm saying? Because it's imminent.
It's 8% already, or we still in the 6 or 7s?
We tickling.
What?
We tickling 8.
I didn't think it was that high right now.
Yeah, it's about to be. Now I see some 8s on the board.
Really?
Yeah, I see some 8s on the board.
Are they GPA or are they just regular 8s for conventional?
Nah, it's regular 8s now. I've seen just for like low score, like mid 6, low 6s. I've seen some 8s on the board creep up. But even with excellent credit, I just ran one just right now, 790. They par was 7.0.
Dang.
Man.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that's at perfect credit with $500,000 in the bank. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's gone. It's 7 and 8s. So, but I'm trying to tie it into what I'm still busy. You know what I mean? And people still buying.
Yeah, people are still buying.
Yeah, so I want to switch it to more the consumer aspect of have you been bitten by the average bug? So how is it everybody else is still buying and still able to get in the houses? And why are some people still using that as an excuse? Because it's going to get higher. It's going to probably not going to drop lower to the 20, 25, maybe the end of 25. So it's going to drop a little bit next year, probably drop back into the 6s, but they ain't going to the 5s next year.
But we see it still ain't stopping nothing because people still buying. And
right.
And
I think it's more
because with the low inventory, it's still a bidding war.
So I'm flipping it, the same question on the people that's still in that mediocre stance of because people still getting houses. People still getting rich. People still making money on real estate.
I think it's
Ain't nothing
education.
changing.
I think it's education, because who are the ones that are buying?
Right.
Or is it the people that already own property?
Not necessarily.
Because it's not
First-time home buyers.
first-time home buyers is their numbers are up.
Yeah.
It's
At
the
what
smart
price
people that's
point?
buying right now?
Huh?
So it's the smart people that's buying right now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's education.
I won't put it like that. It's it's all their intelligence, but
I mean, that was
really
creeping
would.
on the part of they know more about how the market is and how the rates go than say the average person. But yeah, I would say education, because I mean, you still got all these doom and gloomers out here, and I heard a commercial on the thing. They trying to sell gold, and they talking about how this is bad and this is bad, and it's gonna be a bust and all that. They've been talking about a mortgage bust for about 3 years now.
right.
That's
So-
highly unlikely because it's not the same situation with the
Yeah. I know that, but I'm just
You know what I
saying.
mean?
But, you know, they trying to pitch these little programs and everything, basically, you know, scaring people.
So the question is why some people you think they losing, they still winning, and paint the picture of. I want Corey to paint the picture of how you still can win, even at buying at 8%.
The fact
Okay.
that you actually you got to pay for somewhere to live. Period. Across the
Right.
board. I don't care where you're at. Even if you living with Ma Dukes, you know what I'm saying? Ma Dukes is gonna want you to pay something on the groceries or light bill or something. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay something wherever you are. And if you own your own home, at least you're building something. So I mean, just the fact that you're owning it is automatically an advantage within itself.
Right.
I put I did a little post one time when I said you can win any situation. You can win because if the rates go down, you refinance. If the rates go up, hey, you still doing good.
Well, at least you captured it before.
Yeah.
Before it went up anymore. But don't forget that, we say this all the time on the show, man. You don't forget that renting is 100% interest. So you rather pay 8 or 100. Which one you want? Which one you rather?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So but it's not stopping anything. It's like, yeah, people slowing up, and I really want to get into how they just being hesitant and being mediocre and being in this stoic, catatonic state is not helping you, because when it does drop in 2025, don't forget that now we're talking about overbidding, and then it's still going to be higher, and the price ain't like the price is going to drop.
Yep.
You got to understand that Warren Buffett was the guy that said you have to be afraid when everybody else is greedy, and you got to be greedy when everybody else is afraid. Right now, everybody is afraid because every time you turn on the news, everybody's talking about how high interest rates is.
Right.
Interest rates are so high, the market is doing this, the market is doing that. And then, you know what I'm saying, for the pessimistic people, you know what I'm saying, they kind of go into a shell. Well, now ain't the time to buy. Well, the time is to buy now. Now, I mean, later is not the time to buy when everybody's in a feeding frenzy. The same thing we was in COVID.
Right.
Now is the time to actually get the best deal. So now when everybody is afraid, this is the time you need to be greedy and going out there and get you a house.
Well, not only that, just like stocks, is when the stock you buy when the stocks is low, when the market is down. You don't buy when the stocks is high, when everybody rolling.
Right.
Same thing. Like you buy when the stocks is down. This is the time to buy. When everybody jumped in at 2%, yeah, you got a great rate. But think about if you would have, even if I'd have purchased back in 2016, I still could have refied down to that too.
Yep. A lot of people did.
You know what I mean?
The interesting thing about this question is, yes, it's the sensible thing to do to purchase, but when the everyday Joe who works at a refinery, who works at works in the warehouse making $15 an hour, which is roughly about $50,000 a year, 8%.
Your math, 8%. We loan officers, man.
Huh?
I said, I think your math off. We loan officers.
Go ahead, give me the right number. Give me the right math.
$15
an hour, 40 hours a week. What's that?
40 hours a week. That's $600. You times that times 52.
It's about
So that's 31. Yeah.
31.
Yeah.
Okay. They've already priced themselves out. They can't buy a home.
Right.
Not
So-
by themselves.
They can't buy a home. So the average household income here in Houston is $50,000.
Right.
What can they purchase with $50,000 when the quote unquote average house home price now is $300? Rental
250.
rents are damn near cheaper than a quote unquote purchase mortgage right now. Am I incorrect?
Yeah, you're correct. A couple things. If you're talking, it's about 250 you can get to a house for. That's a decent neighborhood.
250. What does a 250 mortgage look like right now?
It's probably gonna be about 21, around that area. But the average rent is about 2,000. 21. Same deal. But this is the thing. A couple things you could do, and a lot of this is unpopular, especially in our community. And
But
I said
the
this.
thing is not about what you can do. The question is how to get the average person to get there. The average person can't see that. The
Well,
average
that's what
person
the-
can
that's
see
what the
if
show for.
I got to come up with X amount of dollars plus pay $21, which is more than the rent that I'm paying now. Yes, it's a smart play because at the end of the day, it's 100% interest rate versus paying 8%. I agree 100%. But for that average person who is barely making it to try to come up to get to that point, it's really tough. It takes a lot of. They got to get a second job. Can't have any debt. Can't have no car payment. Can't have nothing, and just hopefully have great credit.
Nope. All 3 strikes. All false. Nope.
3. How did I get 3 strikes? I only went to bat once, man.
You said they have to have a second job. No, they don't. You said they have to have excellent credit. No, they don't. And
Dog, you just quoted us 8% with a low credit score. I mean, well, you quoted us 8% with a 740, which is a 7 something, which is perfect.
Let me tell you how you can do this.
We know how you can do it, but we're not talking about. We're talking about the everyday guy, a young lady.
Everyday guy can do this.
Go ahead.
You got 3 different ways you can do this. Actually,
I want to hear this.
Yeah, so this is unpopular in our community. It's called tenants in common. So what you need to do is you get your cousin, you get your sister, you get your brother. Y'all go ahead and split that thing. Y'all go ahead and buy it together. And y'all combine incomes. So she making $3,000 a month. You making $4,000 a month. Together y'all could afford it.
Can afford the average household. The average median price for a house is what, $320 now? CJ and Bear?
No, it's about $250 in Houston.
No.
Nah, it's higher than that.
Yeah,
Well, I'm talking about the entry to get in.
No, we're talking about the average. What is the average, CJ and Bear?
Yeah, it's gonna be low 3s.
Yeah, it's low 3s.
Okay, all right. So let's take 3.
So the mortgage on a $300,000 house right now?
It's gonna be probably like $2,500. Am I right, Corey?
No, I think you're gonna be higher than that in these interest rates.
So what you talking about
2,500 with 8%. Yeah, that's more than 2,500.
You talking about 27?
So now you're telling me to go get me and my cousin coming together and we're
All
gonna
right, let me break it down. Let me break down the math. All right, let's say you saying what, 27? What'd you say, 27?
I would fair to say you probably somewhere between 27 to 29, somewhere in that area.
All right, let's take 29. You divide that by 2. That's $1,450 a month a piece, right? Am I correct? So you get your average 1-bedroom apartment. That's gonna be about that same thing. But it's 100% interest. You ain't getting no equity out of it.
But you're only getting 50% out of that when you're living with your cousin.
Hey, but y'all can sell it. Y'all can sell it later on for more money.
So you're only getting half of that with your cousin.
But it's half of something is better than nothing or nothing.
And then you got to think about this too, Hyman. At the end of that lease, that landlord is going up on that rent.
Exactly.
I don't disagree with you on that. That's very true.
So let me ask you this, Herman. So after 5 years, and I get a $50,000 upkeep equity, and I sell that thing, would you take $25,000? When I break that, when I finish that lease, am I gonna get $25,000? Am I gonna get $10,000? Am I gonna get $5,000?
No, you're not gonna get none of it. You're right.
Exactly.
But
be lucky to get your deposit back.
You're right or
They
wrong.
ain't get that deposit back. You sneeze on the
wall.
wall. Man, they got a book on the wall, man. We can't give it back to you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So why not? Why not have that uptick? After and it's gonna boost your credit. Now I got a mortgage on my credit, and the tax benefits.
Yeah,
true.
So we got to break this habit. I see all day, every day, and Corey could attest to this. People coming from these not people come from other countries, Africa, Middle East, South America, Central America. They come and do it as a unit. They do what they got to do 5-10 years. They all stay in that one house, and then they split. They sell that thing, split it up, and never look back. Am I lying?
Nope.
No.
Why we can't do it?
It's a great
We lost
Okay.
that. We lost that mentality after what, slavery.
But why we can't do it? Why you can't get your homeboy? Y'all together anyway all the time.
trust.
Trust. Who said trust?
I said trust.
Hey,
I mean, that's what it boils
that's what
down
it boils
to.
down to.
That's
You
what
gotta trust
exactly
they gonna
what
pay
it
their part.
Because you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, they may not say it to the other person, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, there's that trust factor there where they don't have it to feel comfortable with going into a commitment like that with family members or friends or whoever the case may be.
Right. Or get a stranger.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, you don't go on Craigslist. I'm trying to go half on the house with somebody.
Man, get you somebody responsible. You know, there's one get in on the house right quick. But man, I'm talking about if you hungry, you'll make a way. Because think about it. You again, like we say all the time, if you're gonna pay somebody's mortgage, is it gonna be yours? You're gonna pay somebody's mortgage. Is it gonna be yours?
That is true.
You know, so that's the thing. Is this good economics to have a house where you can take the tax benefits and you can get that equity is going to appreciate in value later on. I mean, if you stay in it, you know, because you got to stay like Corey said, you got to lay your head somewhere. You know what I mean?
What's the other ones? You said you knew about 3 different ways they can do it.
So
Tennessee in common. Next one's probably gonna be the house hack
you could house that, but that's all the same branch of Tennessee
in common.
in common. So house hacking is hard to do in our area. It's a good philosophy, but it's like the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot. We've heard about it, but I ain't really, you know, you very, very seldom to see it. I've heard about Sasquatches and all that, but you don't see it in our area. You know, because
How do any of your clients do house hacking?
Man, I've had on my multifamilies, I've had like 3 people that put in a contract. We tried to get it to the finish line, never could.
exactly. I've never seen it.
They tried to get it to the
I've
finish
heard about it.
I haven't.
Yeah.
and we
It
got
is
one right now. We got one right now that look like it's gonna make it. And if we
Right.
make it to the finish line, I say, yeah, we did one.
Right.
But he's damn near perfect though.
But
You know
that's
what I'm saying? Solid income.
out of how many years though?
Shit, 3.
Now, how many years you been doing this?
Oh, 12 to
And
13.
so
Something like
1 in 12 years.
that. Yeah. Yeah, man.
So would you say to say it don't really exist in our market?
It's the same thing as saying it's safe to say that there's no perfect person out there that
Right.
meets
Yeah.
every qualification.
I'm not saying that there ain't a Bigfoot, but I just haven't seen one. You know, you know. So you got to go out a little bit further. You know, you go to Central Texas, and you know what I mean. You go out there in the boonies, yeah. You know, because there's no competition. Don't forget that we competing on a global scale. People come from all around to buy here in Texas because of the school district. They know if they put a renter in there, he's probably gonna stay from elementary to college. And you got you got some good renters out here. You know, so people come from every country and take part of the American dream that you hear you born here, and they taking advantage of what's here. You know, so but now my second thing would be you don't necessarily have to, and this is unpopular as well. I know you don't want to hear this. I'm saying some unpopular stuff. Get a rehab loan and build up the hood. Get that house, that ugly house, for $80,000. Put $50,000-$60,000 into it, and make it a $250,000 house.
That $80,000 house is $120,000.
But now it makes more sense than ever.
But am I right? Because you can afford that $100,000 after I put that rehab loan on there. You know what I mean? It's gonna probably be like $150 or so. I'm just saying. I'm just putting out some numbers. But now my note $1,200, $1,400.
Oh no! But
Yeah,
okay, if you
yeah.
no, now okay. Barry, have you seen a house in the hood for 80,000 lately? DJ, have you seen a house in the hood for 80,000 lately?
Not even the
A
stud.
lot.
A lot. Okay, perfect. So if you use that analogy, let's go ahead and put it where it's supposed to be. A house in the hood right now is about 140 to 160.
I'm talking about a house that need work.
And I'm talking about a house that needs work.
Right.
I'm talking about a house that
Nah,
needs
I'm
work.
not
And if you
talking
say
about a
you're
house
going to put 40 back into it, you at 200.
Especially in South Park.
I'm not talking about South Park. They got houses. I know they got houses that I've seen. In fact, I helped to do that houses like 75, 80. They got houses that's out there. Even now, I don't know if y'all knew, but a FHA 203K, you can break that thing down to studs.
You're gonna have to at that price.
You're right. You can,
Yeah.
but that's the thing, though, B. From my understanding, is that it's the purchase price plus the loan amount is what your mortgage payment is going to be based on.
Correct. But I'm saying if that thing is 80, you break that thing down to the studs and then rebuild. And you know what I'm saying? I put 50 into it, 60 into it.
Hold on, B. Hold on, B. You in my wheelhouse, B. You in my wheelhouse, B. I'm gonna tell you right now. You take anything to the studs, you at 120 plus.
And it's down to the studs.
To the studs, man. Yes.
Okay.
You take something down to the studs, you at 120 plus. Because you're gonna rewire and repipe and redo everything to it.
All right.
That's where you at. To be honest with you.
That 50 just gonna be electrical.
Right. Right.
Why,
You
just
can,
to
you can wire commercial
rewire, yeah,
50,000. Huh?
To rewire a house, yeah, that's about 50 right now. To do it the right way with the GC and all your permits, yes.
I'm talking about not to wire from scratch.
You are where you think you at if you at the studs.
Yeah, but you're not taking it from the breaker.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You coming
All
from the
right,
breaker and coming into the house. Yes, it's
all right.
from scratch.
All right. So, but even let's say 200,000. That's still $2,000.
But now
Right.
remember, we still talking about a young man that barely makes $17 an hour.
Right. But you
Can't afford that either.
No, I'm talking about. Let's say you make about 50,000, like you said.
Oh, 50. Okay,
Right.
at 50,000, that puts you at what? 20 at $4,300 or $4,100 a
Right.
month.
So yeah, you bet right there.
And so, but you don't FHA don't let you use 57%, so that's $2,200. So his whole check,
No,
most of his check will be on his mortgage, huh?
More than check will be
Plus-
on the mortgage.
Plus,
But
if the house get taken down to the studs, don't he have to live somewhere while it's getting built
Redone. Yeah.
right, you written right now, right?
up? So he gonna be renting and paying the house note.
No,
Yep.
don't isn't FHA you could delay those payments for what 6 months, Corey?
On the what?
On the
On
FHA 203K.
Yeah,
Delay the payments?
yeah, you could put the payments on the back and you got 6 months to make those payments. Am I correct?
I would need to double check that, but I don't think you can delay the payments.
Yeah, you
But I'm
can
not
put them on
100% sure on that.
you put them on the back end. You pay interest only for the first 6.
You paying interest only on
I
the
believe
203K?
I believe so. I think on the VA rehab and on the 203K, you can put those payments on the back end.
So a lender's gonna let you. You're gonna put up your down payment $15,000, and then interest only payments. Yeah, they
Right,
still get
exactly.
paid. That makes sense. Yeah, they still get paid on interest.
Right.
You just don't bring down your principal balance for a month or two.
Yeah, 6 months or so. But yeah, that's I got to look at the guidelines, but I'm pretty sure I'm 90-something% sure. Because I took the training. I used to take the training. I took that training actually twice at Loan Depot for the builder to be builder certified. And that's one thing they kept mentioning. Yeah, you can delay it for 6 months.
But that's a new construction. Yeah, you can delay new construction.
No.
for
I'm
6 months.
talking about
That's a rehab.
that's a rehab, 2 or 3K.
Do you think? But that's some good stuff right there, man.
I'm sure you can do that on new construction. I'm just not sure about the rehab, the 203K,
Right,
or
Right.
even the home style for that matter.
right. But
Man,
yeah.
that'd be nice, I guess.
Right. But anyway, it could work. And then the third one would be, this is unpopular as well, and this is the long route, and yeah, this is a stretch because I already know what y'all gonna say. If you can't, this is a stretch. This would be to build up businesses outside businesses where you can afford, you know, get you some side hustles, get you some businesses, Toro, shit like that, where you can actually afford. Now, you know, they got several lenders that's taking side gig money.
Well,
You
that's
know,
what Hyman was saying. The second
You
job.
said the second
Yeah.
job. You said
No,
the
no,
second
no.
job.
And to
You
be
said a
honest with you,
second job. I say build a business.
second job, build a business. I mean,
That's
at the end
two
of the day,
different
you got to
things.
increase your income. That's what I meant.
Right. So now you build a business, or you even get a rental portfolio. But you know what I'm saying, and that's what the rich folks do. You know, instead of investing that in the business, all right, I'm gonna take this money and start with a fix and flip. You know, so
Shit, go and get your OnlyFans up.
right. get your OnlyFans page, man. Get that income going in. You know, but you know, second job, you'll never get there because you're talking hourly at that point on salary, and then you talk if you already got a full time, that's another 40 hours doing something else. So another 25.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's just about getting the money up to get to that point.
Right.
But even with the OnlyFans or building a business, that's still income that you're taking away from what you're doing now. Where you could put it in the bank and go put it into something else in hopes that you can create more income than what you put in to start the business.
Well, talk about passive stuff. You know,
It's still passive.
Right.
Whether you go buy a private label, you create the hat that you have on your head right now, B Dix. You source out the person who puts the logo on that, and you charge me $10 a hat, but you're only getting it for $3, $2 to add the logo. That's a 5% upkeep, but you still got to pay that $5 up front for the hat to sell to me for 10.
I think you merged the two things. What I mean by passive income is like, you know, this shameless plug, you know, we got as far as dog business, you know, so it's the dogs, you're gonna have a dog anyway. When they have the litter, you know, you sell the litter. That doesn't take much effort.
You still got to pay for the dog. You still got to pay for the shots. You still got to pay for the tags.
Right. I think you
That's
missed
still money.
No, I'm talking about time. I'm talking about time. You're talking about the money. When I say second job, it's more time consuming. I'm talking about more passive income where it doesn't take away from your vocation.
I agree that if you do want to do something passive, that you don't take so much time. My thing is that if we're trying to get more money, you're going to take away from the money that you have. When at this
Right, it
point,
takes money to make
sometimes
money,
you
yeah.
may have a little more time than the money that you could put towards something that you're, number one, you're not sure that's going to work to get you where you need to go.
Right. Well, my thing is more passive type stuff, and passive businesses. They got plenty, like you said, Toro. There's OnlyFans.
Yeah,
You know what I
and
mean?
come invest with you on the doggy shampoo.
Yeah.
Come give B Dix 10,000, and in 2 years I'm gonna give you a return of 20%. Right? Is that about right, B Dix?
It's a lot more than that if you get into the dog business. But
What's the return on the dog business?
I would
And how long
say,
does it take for the return to kick in?
well, this is better than stock market. So I would say like 1,000%.
Up, how long did it take for you to get the 1,000%? That's the question.
You get chunks every, depends on what you get. If you get a male, it could be instant return within 8 months. You know, this
But I don't want to raise a dog and do all that stuff. I want to give B Dix $10,000. B, if you're gonna give me 1,000% return, how long is it gonna take for me to get my 1,000%?
No,
2
that's
years,
not how
a
it
year,
works.
90 days.
The whole thing is actually raise the dog, because I'm not gonna have.
Nah, hell no.
Right.
If you gotta raise a dog, that means you buying dog food. That means you going to the vet. We have a dog. I have a little old, whatever it is, the pup name, whatever the pup it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
The pup's name is Charlie, but whatever the pup is mixed with.
Right.
To go
right.
to the vet, dog, it's $250.
No, I don't know what vet you're going to. You might want to take it to the vet I'm going to. Is off of Mason Road. I spent I usually $40 to $80 if I need medication. Usually about $80. But
you gotta send me that number, B. Because I said, when we go take her for the rabies, the Mobella, the whole shots, and when she go to doggy daycare, we don't have to. She can go in. It's like $250.
Yeah, that's doggy daycare. You said it bound for right there. You dropping off. I'm going up by appointment, staying with her, and then leaving the same time. There's no daycare. I don't have to drop her off.
No, I mean when we take them, if we go somewhere, you got the doggy boarding centers.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
No, you just lock them in a room and leave the dog food in there.
Well, they got their own. My dog got her own room. You know what I mean? So
I'm joking.
Wow.
yeah. So she
You better group on you a vet, man.
You better get a better vet than that. That's expensive as hell. But especially for a mixed dog, a mutt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not a mutt.
That's expensive. But now, like I said, you definitely, you know, exotic is the way to go.
So that's my
We'll
thing.
talk about that. But I do have some opportunities. But I
But you mentioned the fact of passive income.
It's definitely
that you don't have to spend time with. I agree. You don't want to have to put a lot of time in it, but you also have to balance the fact of how much money you got to put in it to start.
Right. Exactly. But at the same time, you want to put your money into something passive. You got to spend money to make money. But don't forget that currency is not just monetary. Currency is time as well. So I think it's a double incentive if I ain't got to spend that much time doing this and I'm still getting the yield out of it. Because my time is valuable as well.
That is true. That is very true. Very true. Yeah. But that time's not gonna get you into that $320
house. You got to evaluate your finances and see how you can, adjust things. Cause I had a client that wanted to buy a house and she made decent money, but I was like, hey, you got to stop the brunches. You got to stop kicking it, going out.
Sunday fun day. I remember that. You told about that for Sunday fun day.
Yeah. So you got to put a game plan. You got to go through your expenses, see what fat you can trim, and get lean.
Live
below your means as much as you can.
Get pretty expensive over a month's time.
Right. That's another thing. I mean, I want to say this as a, just twisting it back to, my personal testimony, and then we could get up out of here. And I open the floor to y'all, but I'm the ultimate, sacrificer. I don't. Plus, I'm past that time. I done got these grays in the beard and all that, but I don't go out. I don't do vacations. I don't do a lot of stuff that I got my certain habits and stuff, but for the most part, if you want to be great, if you want to be a top performer in your field, which every man needs to strive to do, I think my thing is that I think if you're waiting for another man to save you, you on some beta man type stuff. A man have to make his own path and forge his own battles. And you want to outdo yourself. That's the whole thing of why we're trying to be here. So that takes sacrifice. So I think in order to be in business where you're constantly rolling and you're not about to stall out, you gotta be dedicated to this thing. You gotta live, breathe, eat, and then try to get better every year. Not be content with what you're doing. Like, all right, I did this last year, but that was last year. People came with that mentality, thought, they ate at 21, thought they were going to eat in 22 like that. Nah, that was an anomaly. So if you barely got by in 21, this might not be for you. So, and it's going to stall y'all out, So I say, I kick along with CJ. You might want to come on over to debt row. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man!
Let Shug come in. Let Shug come and teach you right fast, and I'll teach you the game.
The big homie. You gotta go see the big homie.
Let the big homie teach you, and I just need a little chunk, let wet my beak, and we'll go from there. But other than that, keep on, stay out there on Gilligan's Island, and what was the name of that movie with the dude talking to the volleyball? Tom Hanks was talking to the volleyball.
Castaway.
Keep on being castaway, and staying out there on the island, and you see how long you last out there. So come on over to debt row, and come under the tool list. Take it with CJ and Barry said, get with the winning team.
Oh,
get your mentor.
Ooh. Get with the winning team, Barry. You hear that?
Yeah, you know how they used to say, make your next move your best move.
Make your next move your best move. So come on over and make some of this bread because we're not starving over here. This is, I'm not missing no meals.
Grade A eating over there.
Yeah, so I'm not starving over here. Is what I'm saying. As proof is in the pudding.
How many ages you think you got to go through before you get the solid team together, B?
with me, the way I train, bro, it's gonna stick.
How many agents do you think you have to go through, B, to get to your team?
The two dudes that I got, they eating already.
That's good.
I'm about to get a third and a second. I got a winning formula.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like all you got now, you got to just straight up refuse to do what I say do. Because if you refuse to do what I say do, then you're gonna starve. But
how many quote unquote officers did you go through before you got them 2 killers?
Nah, that was the first 2 people that applied and got their license and withdrew and followed through.
So you haven't got a big enough sample size to say, right,
my sample size is at Gallery Furniture. That I trained over 150 salespeople, and all of them was eating. My worst one made 80,000. Everybody else made over 100,000. Now, did we fire a lot of people? Yes, but that wasn't on me. That was Mac. You know what I mean? Now,
why you? So, my understanding is that you do well with the numbers, based on how you operate your loan officer business. So, is your training business gonna be the same way? You got to get a certain amount of people through the door to know to say, okay, I this many people, I got this many agents, I know I'm gonna get. Is that correct, or is it different for you?
If you are coaching, it's the person. I don't want to say it's the numbers because before you even get to the door,
okay,
I'm gonna screen you out.
Okay,
if you're willing to learn and willing to be coachable, I could work with you, and I could tell this for the interview. If you cut me off, and I'm trying to tell you, and as soon as I start talking, you start talking. Nah, you're not gonna work out because you know more than me.
So do you prefer rookies or do you prefer seasoned agents?
I could teach either or, but rookies is a little bit better because now they don't have any bad habits I have to break.
True.
So they could, they come from scratch, and I could teach them the business from scratch. But I could teach either or if they're willing to be coached. It's all in the person. It's all in the mind frame. It's all in, if you're willing to make this money, and if you're not.
I think everybody's willing to make the money. I don't think that's not the problem.
Now, listen to
You're
what
right
I'm
about
saying.
the fact of not being coachable.
Willing to make this money, not to be given money, not to be looking for a handout. Not that I call them the United Way people. They're looking for a handout. A lot of people, I can show you how to make money, not to be given money. A lot of people looking to be given money. And I'm gonna seek you. I'm gonna find that out within the first 5 minutes of me talking to you. A lot of people looking for a salary. I might post that on LinkedIn. I mean, excuse me, not LinkedIn, but Instagram tonight. Ain't no salaries over here. Ain't no handouts. Looking for a salary. Do not DM me. A lot of people looking for salaries. Am I lying, Corey? Am I lying? That ain't how this works. This business works.
No, you ain't lying.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah,
but okay. So the loan officer side. Now, how much information have you obtained on the agent side, as far as how to deal with them, us?
What you talking about? A real estate agent?
Yes.
I'm not a real estate agent yet. I'm still in class. I just passed my first test.
Congratulations on passing your test.
Yeah, I got 5 more sections to go. I'm but either
I would
way,
love to hear this training package for the agents. That's what I want to hear.
It's
I
the
would love to
same.
hear that.
It's the same way. It's a matter.
It's the same way.
It's people is the same. So the product doesn't matter.
The psychology is true.
Yeah. So all people are the same. It's just a matter.
I can tell you now, man. When I was trained through Barry B and CJ system, it took a lot of days. It took a lot of days of like, how the hell I'm gonna get this done?
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just the real truth. They can tell you everything. They can show you everything. Do your open houses, call your database, tell everybody on Facebook what you do, get their name, their phone number, call them and see how they're doing. They can tell you a lot, but it's still a mental capacity of, damn, how the hell am I gonna pay my light bill next month?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Damn. Because on the LO side, some situations you can walk in and somebody can call you, say, I can put the loan together, they got a 650 credit score and they got 5,000 in the bank. You can make that happen.
Right.
100%.
Right.
But when you get them qualified and ship them over to the other side, that could be another 90 days before they even get under contract. And hopefully 45 to get them closed.
No,
That's a whole nother animal from a man. I don't know about a woman, but for a man who wants to provide, that's some dark moments. Them 6 months of trying to get some money in your pocket.
I disagree.
And I'm gonna be transparent with you, dog. I've been there. Like, it's like, dang, man, what in the hell am I doing?
Yeah, you sound like you've been bit by the average bug. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is,
I don't want to curse you out on your own show. B. I'm trying to avoid not cussing you out on your own show. B.
This is a family show too.
I'm trying not to, dog. I'm trying to be transparent with you. When you get your agents
right,
and they go through those moments of you give them the opportunity,
they won't.
and then you got to help them show them how to close it. Because it's gonna be some moments where, dang, I don't know what I'm gonna get this done.
Not if they do what I say. Not saying that you're gonna hit the ground running. However, I make it very transparent that, hey, with this business, it's not an immediate sale. You're probably gonna need reserves. You probably need 6 months of reserves. So if you on your last dollar,
6 months reserve, great.
yeah. So if you ain't got 6 months reserve, you don't want to just really start on this business cold turkey. If you got a part-time gig or something like that where at least pay your bills or you live with your mom, them, that's fine. But if you on your own, a man on your own, you better have your 6 month nest egg, because this takes the process. Hold on,
You're right.
So I'm gonna be transparent up front. You're not gonna instantly make money next week. This ain't a salary where you could work 2 weeks and then I get a paycheck that third week. That's not gonna happen.
But that's who you're gonna be talking to.
No, that's not who I'm gonna be talking about.
Oh,
I'm
so anybody who used to work, they come to you to get shown how to do the business. You're gonna execute them out because they have the employee's mentality. Okay,
right. If you got employee mentality, yep, that's one of the first questions I asked. Do you
Barrett? Talk to him, Barrett. Talk to you.
Hold on, let me
talk to your boy, Barrett.
You the master of derailing.
You know what I'm saying?
The master of derailing thoughts. But let me get back to what I was saying. So
Yeah.
one of my first questions when I'm interviewing a person is, do you prefer a W-2 where you get a salary, or are you more of a business? Are you entrepreneur? And if they answer, W-2, you're not gonna work out.
Most people have no idea what an entrepreneur is.
Well, you're talking to the wrong person.
But the world. But the world is telling you the best opportunity is to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, if you don't have the entrepreneur minds frame, you're not gonna make it in this. Not at self-gen. Now, if you want, the 9 to 5 clock in, there's avenues you can do. There's Rocket Mortgage. There's all these big call centers that you can go to, and they give you a nice little salary. You're gonna close 500 loans, and they're gonna give you $10. That's what you want. That's out there. Am I lying, Corey? I'll get Corey to amen me. You're gonna close 500 loans, and then your salary gonna be $5,000 a month. But you got that safety net,
right?
So you get $10 a loan.
All right, since you're gonna use Corey as your backup, okay?
Hey, Corey,
no,
y'all gonna back me up when I make these statements.
Yeah, let me finish. Now,
ahead.
if you don't understand that this is kill what you eat. I mean, eat what you kill. This is a hustling on commission. That's what HOC stands for as well. HOC, this is hustling on commission. You're in the wrong spot. You're talking to the wrong person. You're not, if you trying to get a cushion, trying to get another man to save you, wrong spot. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna save you. I'm not into saving people. If I can help you save yourself.
I wanna be saved.
I can give you the tools to help you save yourself, but I'm not gonna feed you. I can show you I can show you how to hunt. Here go the bow, here go the arrow. Deer's over there. Now what you do, you just cover yourself with piss, you hold up a second, you let that arrow go. And then when you skin it. So I'm not gonna sit there, all right, open up wide, and all right, airplane noises, open a little wider. I'm not gonna feed you.
Man.
Now you know what? One thing he said that I agree with is about
Why gotta be one
people
thing?
need to know. What do you say?
Why gotta be one thing?
Oh, look, I think of things like that.
Right.
When some hit my, I gotta go on and say it.
Right.
When you talked about having a something on the side, a little nest egg that you need, a lot of people that get into the business don't have that, or they don't know they need it.
Right.
And I've had some people at The friends I knew that talked about getting into, and I told them, I said, look here, you're not getting paid next week.
Exactly.
you
Be
gotta have
transparent,
some,
man.
you
tell
have to
people
put some
the
money on the side.
good. I tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Yeah.
Hey,
Tell
but
them the
here's the
good.
thing: if you're gonna tell people the good, the bad, and the ugly, once again, I'm gonna be transparent to you now. I didn't get my first deal at KW till like 4 months in, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the God honest truth.
Yeah.
Should have like
And when the money got low,
Yeah, my first
but that's
deal
when
was
but here's the thing: we all need some type of external push to take that next step. And what you want, you think that you can teach somebody how to take that next step. You think you can teach somebody, all right, if you're not gonna, you got to not eat for damn near 3 weeks to get enough courage to shoot that bow to kill that deer.
No, I don't want people like that. I don't want people until you back up in the corner. Now you're ready to fight. Nah, you come out swinging.
In most cases, that's people though. B.
Nah,
for real, that's people.
Well, not the people. That's why only 1% is at the top.
Yeah, but you say you could develop that though, right?
I can
So
develop.
you can take that cat who's scared and won't come out and throw the first punch. He got to wait to get punched out.
I could teach him if he's willing to learn, but if he wants to stay the same, if you're stuck in your ways, I can't teach you. You know, so if you're willing to learn, I can teach you. Now let me talk about what I'm talking about as far as but let me teach you what I mean about the average bug. If you in your mind come through this door and you think that this is like a W-2 where you could, just do enough to get by and you're gonna eat, you're gonna have those dog days. Don't forget the old cliche: shoot for the sky, and then if you wind up on a tree that's higher than what you were. So that's how I teach. You gotta stack the deck. So you can't incubate the egg, meaning that, all right, I got this 1 egg, I'm gonna wait till it hatch. Now you got to get 10 eggs. So if I lose 1 or 2 eggs, I still got 8 eggs. So again, like I told Chris on the interview, what's one of the famous questions that I asked in the interview, Chris, when I interview candidates about the bucket of water?
We talked about it on here with the hole in the bottom.
I got one. I've been waiting for you to bring it up. I got something to go for that. Go with the bucket of water. Go with the bucket of water. Go with it again.
Right. Well,
go with
to
it
keep
again.
filling it with water, to kind of, because we're running late. You keep filling it with water. You gotta stack your deck. So you don't stop with one deal. You gotta have 10 in the chamber.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
You don't stop with one agent that I connected with. I gotta have 10. You don't do this one post. You do 7. You do 10. You know what I'm saying? You don't just talk to one person. You talk to 10. You 10x everything.
True.
So the number's gonna be with you. If I talk to more people, I was telling the boys at the barbershop, man, I used to before when I first started the business, I wouldn't go home till I passed out 10 cards, and I shook 10 hands every day. After a month, you add that up, 10 a day. That's 300 people I'm in touch. Them cards ain't doing no good in the box.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they take the card and throw it away, at least that's out there. And then see in my face, and then I'll tell you what, a lot of them cards, man, call back, man, I met you at the gas station, man. I know you don't remember me, man. You gave my card, shook my hand and shit. Cool. All right, man. Well, how can I help you? But you got to do those things. You got to put those hours in. You got to pound that pavement in order to make it. You can't just, all right, let me hope and wish. Nah, what are you doing to move the universe? Frequency moves the universe. What frequency I got to be on in order to make things move? I funded the next month. I already had before I even got. Let me show, man. You about to make me get in my bag, man.
When you get done getting in your bag, I'm ready for you. I've been waiting on this bucket for, I think last time since you said it was a month ago.
This was before I got in the business. This is how many cars. This 5,000 cars. This is I don't know how many. I had these realtor cards before I even was licensed. So when I got licensed, all I was doing calling through, man. Hey, remember I talked to you at Gallery Furniture? I'm a loan officer now. Boom. I would call through. I made no calls. Oh yeah, man, I remember you, man. I got something for you. So I funded the next month, and they never looked back.
True. Now back to your bucket of water in the hole. I ain't even got homeboy.
He waiting on that.
Me and Corey talked about that one day. I gotta figure out an analogy for the bucket of water.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: instead of you trying to keep putting water in, why don't you just fix the hole in the bucket?
Because it's eventually gonna evaporate.
Oh God, come on, dog.
No, we said that before. You know, all right. Can you live off that water, that dirty water that's gonna get? You know,
Now it's dirty water.
Nah, I'm saying eventually, as the wind blow and shit like that, it's gonna get sediment in it, and you're gonna live off that water the rest of your life. And you gotta, some gonna have to drink. You gotta keep you alive, so eventually it's gonna be gone. But if I keep hitting that well to keep that fresh water in there, I still constantly got fresh water, and I'm still gonna, I don't have to worry about it falling out the bottom. So get off of your behind. Quit trying to figure out ways to usurp the process. Hustle.
Nobody's trying to figure out a way to usurp no process, B.
You trying to make it easier. Ain't
Nobody's
easy.
trying to make nothing in what we do is easy.
Exactly. Don't
By no means.
It's technology that make it easy, but you can't.
Okay, whatever you want.
Can't knock the hustle.
Tools you use.
You cannot knock the hustle. That's why people starve. I don't have no down times.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna just hustle harder.
I hear you though.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just keep on hustling. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna keep filling the water. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom,
So,
boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. Even if I've had months where I hadn't funded anything, but shit, I ain't funded. So that's because it slid. Well, a couple of mine slid.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But
welcome to our world, though.
Huh?
You gotta have three deals in escrow because two of them gonna fall out.
Right. You gotta have 10, and I say 10x that thing.
Yeah, well, it's about 70%. 30% of deals fall through.
Right.
Correct the mundo.
Right. John King said most people don't have the ability to be an entrepreneur, nor they realize they don't have the traits for it. Hustle 24/7 and never stops. I would say hustle 25/8. You're hungry enough, you'll end up hustling. Some people started that. Some people will be walking dead. Some people sit there and literally starve to death before they got so much ego and so much pride. Instead of picking up the phone call and calling somebody cold, they're ready to starve to death. You know what I mean? I can't. You rather starve to death than call somebody and ask them if you can use my services. It's unbelievable. All you sitting there waiting. You sitting there waiting for something to drop out the sky, and somebody to come feed you.
Can we rewind the tape? Can you explain this 25/8? Threw me off with that one.
Yeah.
That.
You gotta go
I'm
and
just not getting it. Give us.
Yeah, you gotta go and then some. That's an old slang we use 25/8, meaning, man, you gotta be around the clock and then some. You gotta outdo yourself.
So you gotta add time.
Well, it's not literal. It's not a literal.
I'm just trying to understand here.
Yeah, no, it's not a literal statement. It's a slang.
I got you. Yeah,
that's old slang. I would say that's how old is that slang, Chris? That's
man, that's old. That's old.
Damn,
that's old
to
school
call you
slang.
old, Chris. Yeah, goddamn, CJ.
Larry, I know you heard of 25/8.
I've heard of it. Right?
Yeah, it's not literal. I'm gonna wait 25.
It's me all the time.
I mean, all the time around the clock, man. Yeah. I got to do and then some. Don't forget, man. Our grandmama told us that, man. Everybody else got a leather chair, laid out. We got to come from the floor, man. We come from the gutter. We come from the dungeon. So we got to be above average and abnormal. We can't be normal and expect, the same results. It's not gonna happen for us like that. So I got to, we got to be extraordinary. You got to be an extraordinary being in order to come from where we come from, man. Systematically, the cards stacked against you. That's why I play 2-minute offense all the time. I could be up 28-0. I'm still gonna play 2-minute offense. Ask Chris, man. Me and CJ talk damn near every other day, every 3 days or something like that. I got something new every time you talk to me, right? Man, what if we do this here? I'm constantly thinking about the business. How can I improve? Am I lying?
Nah, that's real.
How can you improve the business?
I can, man. What if we do this here? Because it's on my man. It's on my mind.
Yeah, you're always looking to improve. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't want to get stagnant because it changes.
You know, you talk about the, you know, on the hood, man. It's on your mind. Yeah, be on my mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's on my mind 24/7, 25/8, man. I'm thinking about how can I be the best.
And keep doing it until it's ingrained into your subconscious.
Exactly. So I don't, man. There is no work-life balance. Life is work. You feel what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I mean, this ain't for everybody, man.
Nah, it ain't.
Everybody can't. You know, everybody can't rock like this. You know, you know, everybody can't. I don't expect everybody to be Brandon B. Dixon. You know what I mean? So, nah, you know, and saying that to say with the recruits, I don't expect you to grind like this, but I can show you if you do a fraction of the grind, you're gonna be all right.
You'll be all right.
You're gonna be all right. You're gonna do. Look at my new cats. They funding already. They just started in April.
When they fund their first deal?
They funded their first deal in May. I'm telling you, I'm trying to tell you, I got the formula, bro. I know how to do that.
You got the
He got the sauce. He got the baking soda.
Right. I got, you know,
I put it on the pot.
So what? See, okay, since B got the sauce, I mean, got the baking soda, and what else is it, CJ?
I don't know the rest of it.
Hey, Google it.
So that means you got the hot plate or the stove, CJ. You the hot plate or the stove?
Right.
I got the Pyrex.
Right. Well, you know what I mean? So, but nah, man, I got the formula, man. What the DOC said, the formula, man.
It's the formula.
Yeah, I got the formula, man. I might have to do a meme about that, man. You follow this formula, you're gonna win. It's in the book. Let me go ahead and plug that, man. Get it. It's on sale right now, $4, man. Shameless plug. $4 right now. You can get it on Amazon.
You got it on.
It's on sale right now.
Prime Day.
Look, I'm trying to get my numbers up. Trying to run my numbers up. Can I get in the top 100? You know what I mean? So
I hear you.
Yeah. So even that.
I'm excited to see you get in our arena, B. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to get in our arena. And I say our mind being DJ. I can't wait till you get in there though.
Well, I'm gonna do it different. We'll talk about it off air, man. Let's go ahead. I won't run this past you for the dogs anyway. So, I promise y'all. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. I promise y'all that we're gonna talk about what we got going. So we're gonna start not this week because I still gotta vet the places, but next week. And for those who stick with us for this hour and 20 minutes. I appreciate it. First of all, we were supposed to be 30 minutes, but we're gonna come out with something on Fridays, man. We're coming out with a happy hour. So y'all come kick it with us. First drink gonna be on us, man. Y'all come get y'all shot. But we're gonna kick it on Friday night somewhere in the Heights. We vet a couple of places, we're gonna kick it, and we just want to chop it up with y'all. Y'all want to pick our brain about maybe joining and getting some of this bread that I got to offer. And I can show you how to get. You want to talk about that? You want to talk about, hey, you're a realtor. You want to talk about, hey, improving your business, how we can help y'all with that. You want to come kick it. You know, we some cool dudes. We the cool kids. So we're going to be.
You ain't got a lot to kick it.
So we're going to be at a little watering hole somewhere in the Heights. We hadn't named it yet, but we're gonna try to do this every Friday. You know, maybe 6 to 8. Y'all come grab a shot with us, unwind, come kick it with us, and meet us live in person. Come smell our cologne, man. Come see what we about, man. I'm not scared of the people. I'm with the people, man. I walk amongst the people. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna announce it next week. We're gonna probably start next Friday, man. I wanted to start this Friday, but I hadn't had a chance to vet the places yet. So I want to go over there and kick it first before I start inviting people out. But be on the look for that, man. With that being said, man, we're gonna see y'all next week, next Tuesday, man. We talk real estate.
All right.